So I like to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash, double unto the apostles and elders of GMS, and salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. So we're going to get back where we stopped at, which we already finished Joel, the second chapter, when we was explaining the whosoever, right? So 1 John 5:1, whosoever, right? And again, this is referring back to Joel, the second chapter, right? It says, whosoever believeth that Yahushua, which Yahushua means he delivers, he saves. And remember, we already explained the letter J, so we know his name isn't Jesus, or in the Greek, Jesus, right? We know his name to be Yahushua. So it says, whosoever believeth that Yahushua is the Amashiach, is born of the Most High. So one, you gotta Salakia. One, you gotta believe in Yahushua. You gotta believe in the Son of Man. You have to believe. This isn't just about keeping the commandments. This is also about believing in Yahushua. Because you have a lot of Israelites who do not believe in Yahushua. You have Old Testament only Israelites that don't believe in Yahushua. Or you have those that believe that the only way we're going to be saved is by way of keeping the commandments. No. By how we're going to be saved is ultimately by believing in Yahushua. By believing in Yahushua comes of the keeping of the commandment, because you're gonna want to walk righteous. You're gonna walk as Yahushua walked. But by being delivered, by being saved, is believing that Yahushua died and raised on the third day. You're gonna want to believe in that. So it says, whosoever believeth that Yahushua is the Mashiach is born of the Most High, and everyone that loveth him that begat, Salakia, and everyone that loveth him that begat loveth him also that is begotten of him. By this we know that we love the children of the Most High, which it would be sons of the Most High, when we love the Most High and keep his commandments. So this is how we know that we are loved, if we keep his commandments. So for you to say that you believe in Yahushua, or who Christians call the Christ, but you don't keep the commandments, guess what? The Lord doesn't love you, man. So yeah, you could believe in the Lord, but if you don't keep the commandments, he doesn't love you. You could keep the commandments, and if you don't believe in the Lord, then you're condemned already. So you have to do, it's two of the same. You have to believe, and you also have to keep the commandments. Right? So it says, verse 2, by this we know that we love the children of the Most High, when we love the Most High and keep his commandments. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments is not grievous. So you have to keep the commandments. That this is a part of believing and being in his truth, is keeping the commandments. This is something that you want to teach your children. This is something that we should be teaching our people as Israelites. For you so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and not out there partying, dressing half naked, shaking your ass on a wing street, out there at the clubs, doing all type of abominable things. You shouldn't be doing those things, because that's not what the Lord told us to do. We're supposed to be a people that are set apart from the other nations. So our wisdom is supposed to show among the nations. But as so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what we're showing is a lot of ignorance in front of the nations. And how do they look at us? They look at us like, oh, them ninjas, they ain't right. Them what they call icks, what I'm saying? Those icks ain't all right. But you know what the word is. Those native ninjas, they not, they not all right. They all off and this and this. So what they looking at, they're looking at our shame. They're looking at our nakedness and not looking at us for wisdom, knowledge and understanding. And you got to understand this. Why would they? Why would they look at you like that when you parading around half naked? Why would they look at you when you're a loudmouth? That was a so-called black woman that got locked up in another country due to her loud mouth. She was locked up. Matter of fact, let me look it up real quick. I'm gonna show you. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna show you because I'm not gonna be able to pull it up on that phone. So let me try to pull it up real quick. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Let me just show you this real quick. Right here in Dubai. So it says Tierra Young Allen had her passport confiscated and has been in custody for the last 2 months. A black woman from Houston has been detained in Dubai by authorities since May for reportedly, it says, now listen very closely, for reportedly screaming in public setting. So just for her screaming, just for her being bugged out loud in another country in Dubai, something that they would let the black woman do here all day is scream, get belligerent, get out of control. They weren't having it in Dubai. You know what they did? They locked her ass up, and she's been in there for 2 months. Locked up in Dubai. Just for screaming. So you can't do that. You can't do that shit in another country that you can do here in America, man. But again, by her... But my point is by her being somewhere else and screaming in another country goes to show you how bugged out the so-called black woman and male is, man. But really, ultimately, are women. She thought she could take that out there and show how unwise she was, how belligerent and out of order she was, and they locked her up for it, man. We as a people set apart from the nations, we supposed to be shown in a different light, man. We supposed to be shown with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We supposed to be able to not be in the streets fighting each other, not be in the streets shooting each other, not be in the streets selling drugs to each other. But guess what? The so-called black man don't think that's gangster. They don't think that's being a real man. But let me tell you something about the so-called black man here in America. The so-called black man don't know how to be a man whatsoever. He don't know how to really truly be a man. Hey, the so-called black man thinks by being a man, and I'm talking about the suit and tie bald head nigga. Sorry for that language, but you gotta put it out there. For the suit and tie bald head ninja, right? He think by you taking care of your family and all that shit is just being a man. No, by keeping the commandments of the Most High is how you truly be a man. That's in 1 Kings. That's how you truly are a man. By keeping the commandments of the Most High. We should be putting Yahweh and Yahweh Shai first before anything. But because people want to blend in so much in America and all over the world, they're not putting the Most High and His Son first. They putting their desires and their needs and what they want first. Right? And that's why by you abandoning the Most High gonna abandon you. So in that day, when you in trouble and you calling upon the Most High, He ain't gonna hear you. Right? So again, 1 John 5:3, for this is the love of the Most High, that we keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. So this is the commandment of the Most High. This is the love of the Most High, is by keeping His commandments. Right? So let me go into this. This is 1 John. Actually 2 John. 2 John 1. And I start at 5, man. I start at 1. Salaki, I start at 1. So this is 2 John 1:1. The elder unto the elect lady and her children, whom I love in truth. Now, what is truth? Truth is the keeping of the law, statutes, commandments. And we could prove that, right? But I'm going to end it from here, and I'm going to bring it back. I want to say Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. And salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom.